Well, hey everybody, I'm John Ritland. This is...
The Terminator.
Yes, we have an AEW Dynamite review from Boston.
Dynamite!
You're gonna keep doing that.
Probably.
Yeah, okay, it's alright. I repeat jokes sometimes, all the time. So, this was, I will say, compared to last week's, because last week's obviously was a debut episode.
This is much better.
This was. And it wasn't that last week's was bad, but sometimes with debut episodes, you get a lot of setup and a lot of stuff, but they had
a lot of growing pains of working on TV.
Yeah, but this was pretty good. And the one thing that they could have made bad, they got out of the way quickly. So, yeah, with that, we get JR and Shivani and Excalibur on commentary. Very terrific. Very, very good stuff. Really enjoyed that. And then we get a video package for the tag title match.
Yeah.
And then we have the Young Bucks and Private Party tag tournament match. Very good.
Oh, man. Private Party. There's something else.
Shivani has not missed a goddamn step.
And you know why?
Because
his butt's always been in the seat.
Yeah, that's true. JR's commentary is the equivalent of what John Wayne's movie career was after June of '79. I'm sorry. He got off a few lines, but JR is basically... I'm sorry. He lends credibility with his name, and that's about it.
I do very much appreciate how he pronounces Hangman.
You're just not going to let that go, are you?
No, it's hilarious.
You shouldn't. I mean, now that's all I can hear.
It's goddamn adorable.
It is. Now, the
it's
guys...
the Hangman.
Hopefully not busted.
You'll be hanged from the Hangman's noose. Did you say Hangman? What?
We get dives by Mark Quinn. The Bucks take over. There was some really good, Quinn just diving like crazy. There's some really good stuff by the Bucks, actually using psychology. When the Bucks don't want to just make it spot fest,
fewer near falls than I was expecting out of a Young Bucks match.
Fewer near falls, and that's a good point. When they actually don't want to just do the flippy shit, don't want to do all this stuff, guess what? They actually can do some good shit. And they actually can put on some good matches with some good psychology. At one point, JR compared the Bucks to the Rock and Roll Express. JR, sorry, you're wrong. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Good day, sir!
Yeah, there you go. I was wondering if you were...
Yeah, I mean, they're only a tag team that generates excitement wherever they go to each and every independent, I don't know why they could make that comparison.
Except the Rock and Roll Express had really, really good matches for years and years and years. In my opinion, of course. Okay. There are people I know that like the Bucks, and that's fine. I'm indifferent on them. So, Northern Light suplex spots. That was some really good stuff by the Bucks.
Yeah.
A nice Scorpion Deathlock spot.
Double Northern Lights.
Yeah, that was some really good stuff. And, seemed like we were going to get a Meltzer driver. Nope, we get the devastating roll-up. 1, 2, 3, and the Young Bucks are already out of the tag tournament.
Dun, dun, dun.
That
is great. Private Party is who they should be building their tag division around. Even
if they don't win in the next match, guess what? You already gave them an established win over the Bucks, and they can get a shot later. What I liked about this, Private Party celebrating all through the commercials, this was some good stuff.
I would too. They could take it to the streets and make quite the profit.
You proud of that?
Yeah.
You should be. Hopefully they don't drive a Ford. That's Bianca's job. Anyway, moving on from that.
Should you drive a stick?
Tag. Probably. Whips the stick back and forth. Moving on. We get a bunch of tag teams at ringside. SCU.
I think we're not talking about cars anymore.
And a few. Were we ever talking about cars? Mm-hmm. Right. We get some tag teams there at ringside. Kazarian, Daniels, and a few others. Cool. Yeah. Like the stuff. I like the fact that they're building their tag team division well. Then we get Jericho with his group. It's Sammy and Hagar, the Horrible, as you would call
Sammy Hagar.
Yes. And Ortiz and Santana, the former LAX. Good stuff. They're the inner circle. The inner circle jerkers, I'm going to call them.
Probably.
It's not like the movie The Circle. So, I like that he put over every single guy. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, he took a shot at WWE at some point. He did mention Eddie Guerrero.
He shut down the We the People chants in hilarious fashion. When Jake was trying not to laugh the entire time. So,
he's putting his tongue in his cheek. This kind of just moving around like just trying not to laugh. There was some good stuff. He did take a shot at AEW's creative. Or not AEW, but WWE's creative. We're going to get shots from each company. Some work, some don't.
Some are very subtle, and if you blinked, you'd miss it. Like, this can't be a match that could end in a DQ.
That was some good stuff. I enjoyed quite a bit of this, though. I like the faction. I don't mind factions in wrestling when done right, and they're doing a good job building this. It's an old guy and with some young guys underneath. Jericho can bring them up. Jericho's promos.
We'll lift them up so that when Jericho's ready to stand aside, these guys are all set and ready to go.
And that could absolutely work. So, really good stuff. And again, Jericho cutting his promo was great. His in-ring work, not so great, but we'll get to that. Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin. Winner faces Jericho next week. Bad landing at one point off a suplex.
In a Darby Allin match?
Right?
Never.
But bad landing with a suplex over there. We then get Darby getting his ass kicked for a while, and you have something to say about this.
Yeah, and it seems like this is the general theme with every Darby Allin match in AEW so far. Because we've seen him on the indie scene, we've seen him put on exciting matches, but it seems like every AEW match, he spends like 10 minutes of the match just getting his ass whooped, and then getting a little bit offense,
yeah,
and then coffin drop.
And I mean, look, to be fair, I get what you're saying. If they continue this for a number of months, and it continues like this, it will get annoying. I think they're building up that he can take a whole bunch of punishment. See, you and I know that because we've seen him before. Some bigger fans some newer fans may not know that. However, it could be a bad preconception of him.
Yes.
But he is a lot smaller than a lot of the other wrestlers.
We all know what happens when preconceptions occur. Even if he puts on, a 5-star classic, there's going to be people who will still view him as that guy who got his ass kicked every match he was in.
It's a good thing I don't have preconceptions about any wrestlers at all.
Yeah,
you were
possibly be referencing.
You were referencing me, weren't you? No. It was so subtle, Chris. So, JR's commentary.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly, sometimes use him in main events, use him for matches where he can call some stuff, but don't use him the whole show.
Or just use it for the curtain jerker so that after all that excitement's over, he can go right to sleep.
By God. So, we get eventually Havoc, beating him down. We do get Darby coming back with a little bit of flurry, get some moves, and coffin drop, 1, 2, 3. He faces Jericho next week.
He is the sacrifice.
He is. I think it's going to be a good match, though. He won't win.
Jericho? I don't think it's even going to get to a match.
He may not. You know what? That's not a bad bait and switch. B. Priestley and Sakura, the Freddie Mercury Japanese woman.
Emi Sakura.
Is that what it was? Okay. Versus Riho and Britt Baker. Holy shit, did Riho get an ovation?
Yes, she did.
Good grief.
Respecting the champ, because smart's gonna smart.
Aubrey is the ref. Great. Good. Love Aubrey here. Aubrey ends up shining in every match she's in, even if she always makes it about the wrestlers.
Zebra stripes. The white tends to reflect light a lot.
You're just gonna... Yeah, right.
I think that's what that was.
That's exactly how that works. Britt Baker and B laying it into each other. Holy shit! Check out I think AEW's TNT or their actual
TNT,
Twitter. Either that or their actual AEW account, because holy shit, there was some shiners that Britt had.
Yeah.
B actually sold some stuff. Amazing. Sadie Gibbs wasn't in there, so that's why she didn't look. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a little shot at B until she maybe stops doing that shit. There was some really good stuff, though. Really good work. This one didn't last as long as some match. It had good psychology, good work, built some good feuds. The stretch with the teeth, and pulling on the teeth.
That's a real mandible claw.
That's a real dentist using a real mandible claw. Subtle, JR. Very subtle. Yes. So, okay. B, Riho trying to hold back Britt as B and Britt start to, attack each other. Okay, good. I like this. I like this stuff. I like them building the feuds. And then we cut to the best friends. Oh yeah, we have Orange Cassidy, and thankfully the lights cut out and we get to Shawn Spears in a chair, so I don't have to endure this fucking idiot.
What did he do during the segment?
He did nothing.
Which is a thumbs up, and that was it.
No, he did nothing, which is exactly what he should be doing. You have good points about it. I made up my mind, and that's it.
I know you have.
Thank you, Shawn Spears, for saving this. I'm sorry, I only like Beretta out of the group.
I have no idea why you hate him that
It just
much.
annoys.
It makes no goddamn sense how angry you get at him.
Gimmick just infuriates me. It just does.
Why?
I don't know.
It's alright, Corey. Fine.
I am...
Do
I really turn a little more southern when I get angry? God.
You get very corny, and not just with your humor.
God damn it. Shawn Spears with Tully versus Jon Moxley. This was some good stuff.
And Moxley headbutting Tully.
Yeah, Pac on commentary. That was some good stuff. They're trying to use Tully like they use Harley Race, when he managed Vader and stuff like that, taking bumps, which might be a mistake because Harley Race, even though he was broken down by that point, still had something left. Tully hadn't been in wrestling for a number of years. He's an ordained minister and stuff like that. And I'm not knocking Tully. He took that like a champ and did some good interference.
Speaking of Bach, I think they're testing out him talking so that they might be able to give him like a backstage show at some point. You know, be a talk show host.
I should, you know what, I can't be upset.
Yeah.
One, you're my best friend. Two, I love puns.
I
Tully did keep interfering. That was some good, very good back and forth during the commercial break and otherwise. Sean Spears having a very good showing here. But in the end, the Death Rider, DDT, 1, 2, 3. I know he's a Death Rider in New Japan, but that's what I'm calling it here. I liked it.
What do they call it here?
I don't fucking know. Leave in the comments what they fucking call it. I didn't listen to the commentary because JR, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call it Death Rider. So,
I guess there are worse things about commentary than not being able to hear them.
That's true.
Oh.
You know, oh my! So we then get Pac. We then get Omega coming down with a broom and a barbed wire bat. He's going to attack Moxley, except Pac grabs a chair and hits it into the back of his head safely as it can be.
Yeah.
And then Mox is like, I'm going to hit you with the belt, or the bat. I'm going to hit you with the bat. I'm going to hit you with... Nope, I'm not going to hit you with the bat. We're probably getting this at Full Gear, I imagine.
It's going to be a hardcore match at Full Gear.
You're going to do that during the review, aren't you?
Maliciously.
Yeah, why are you grunting? Ugh.
I have to remember the basics of CQC.
So this was good. I like the idea of they're building that.
Yeah.
And then we get Dustin and Paige, or Hangman Page.
The Hangman.
God damn it. Versus Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Jake
It's like
Hagar.
Pikmin, but with Hang.
Jake Hagar at ringside. It's enough out of you. So starts off hot with Dustin attacking Jericho. Unfortunately, removing Jericho's shirt. Please stop doing that. I'm not in great shape. I'm sorry. But Jericho, if he lays off the bubbly, maybe
A little bit.
I suppose I should have expected that.
You should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match overall was pretty good. We got some interference from Hager.
Yeah. Sammy got beat up for a while, then Hangman got targeted after getting tagged, and then Dustin got the hot tag, hit a nice crossbody. Hager didn't interfere. Thankfully, they did the referee distraction thing better.
Yeah.
So you didn't just see Moxley attack Jericho and say, no, I'm not throwing this out.
Yeah, Jericho finishes it off with the Judas effect for the 3 count.
And then Hangman attacks Hagar at one point and just throws a chair at his head. Ow! Ow, that hurt. The lights go out. And then we get Cody here. Thankfully, not the Dark Order.
Yeah, he attacks Sammy Guevara because...
last
You betrayed me, Anakin!
You were my brother, Guevara. What? Ortiz and Santana run down. Of course they do. And MJF comes down. Who is he gonna hit Cody with the chair? Is he gonna hit Cody with the chair?
They hoist him up. They'll because they know MJF. He a Healy boy. He go attack Cody, right? No, I already knew where this was going.
Yeah.
He knew exactly how to play them.
And he played it well.
Yeah.
Now he
I think
attacks.
this does really establish though that the heel face dynamic in AEW is not really a thing. You can boo who you want to boo, cheer who you want to cheer.
MJF is fun to boo though.
He is a character and he plays his character the way that he feels is best.
It's true. Now he does save Cody, and then we get the Young Bucks running down. They even the odds and everything, and then everybody's upset. Well, Jericho's upset and this kind of stuff, and yelling at the crowd. And then Darby Allin goes down on a skateboard down the ramp because of course he does.
Yeah.
And he I love Darby. I'm just saying the skateboard didn't shock me. Attacks Jericho, hits him with the skateboard, and that builds to the match next week.
Yeah, Jericho challenges Darby Allin to a match for next week, and then settling things up at
Full Gear.
They were already going to have a match next week, though.
Oh,
That was the number one contender thing with
that's right.
Havoc and Darby. So,
sorry,
you're tired.
I'm operating off of no hours of sleep.
And that's why we're getting this review done a lot quicker than usual because this was good.
Wait, what?
God damn it.
B+.
I really did enjoy this.
Grade.
And
Comments down below. Like or dislike and subscribe, hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. I will have an NXT review up soon after this, probably by the time you guys are done watching this. But yes, we will also have a SmackDown review. Special note, next Friday, SmackDown will be reviewed solo by me after we are done at the NXT show. Unless we just suddenly decide to review it late. But anyway, I'm John Ritland, that is
The Terminator.
and we will be back Friday.
Bye.